Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you an engagement tracking activity that I've used in my classes while students are in breakout rooms. So one thing that I've tried is I make one group PowerPoint for the entire class, and it'd be one for each class period if you have multiple sections of the same class. So what I do is I make a PowerPoint that has their breakout room number at the top. So like we were talking about assumptions that day, this is the slide for breakout room 1. This is a slide for breakout room 2. So it's all identical except for what the breakout room number is. So what I do, I like the side-by-side format where there's teacher content on the left and students are responding somehow on the right. So this is my generated rough draft of assumptions, and kids are adding, or celebrating. You could put math problems, you could put art, you could put all kinds of different things over here as far as the teacher stuff, and then the students are working in here. And so once you have your PowerPoint set up, you need to share it with the students. If you want to know how to set this up and do the formatting, I really recommend the side-by-side, and I really recommend the hard lines that kind of box stuff in. I'll show you formatting at the end because I feel like formatting is a very personal thing for teachers. So if you want to know how I format it, I'll show you that at the end. But presume you already have your PowerPoint set up. You need to share it with kids. At first, I was doing a share here and getting the sharing link. So not adding students' names. I'm not typing names into this PowerPoint. I'm getting a link to share with the kids. I was having trouble where even when I hit allowed editing, anyone can view, there were like 5 kids in each class who couldn't access it for whatever reason. So what I found to be really helpful is you make your PowerPoint, hit save, call it a day, go to your teams, go to when you're in your team, go up to files, and then upload it here into let me unclick that. Upload it here into your files section. So this is a tab that I've made. You don't want to put it into class materials because if you put it into class materials, then students can't edit it. But if you put it into the other areas, then students can edit it. Oh, cool, it's not working. Oh no. There we go. Now it's back. Thanks for hanging with me. Okay, so I made a folder called Group PowerPoints just so I could put them all in one spot. And so as we go into there, we see one of the group PowerPoints I've used with the kids. So I upload it right here using upload and then file, and then you find the PowerPoint that you had just made. Okay, so I would upload a PowerPoint there. Once you have it into your files in Teams, you just click the circle to the left of the little PowerPoint icon. Click that circle, and then I go up here and I do copy link. And once you do that, you get a nice sharing link. It's very long, but it works with the students. And so I just copy that, and I would either just drop it into the chat when it's time to do group work, or I've actually had some success just embedding it as a hyperlink into the student's assignment itself. So it's kind of your vibe as to, do you want kids to have access to it the whole time by embedding it into their assignment, or is it only in class and you would put it into the chat? If they do put it into the chat, it's hard for them to find later. So that's how I would share it with kids. And the reason I really like this is when you as the teacher, when kids are in their breakout rooms, open up the PowerPoint, go to view and go to slide sorter, and you can see all the slides at the time. And if I had more slides, it'll zoom out and you could see all of them. And so you can see right away, because there should be writing in this box, immediately which groups have done work, which groups are stuck, which groups are writing the incorrect things. And so as exactly where to jump to give your support. And so you'd be like, oh, group 2 really needs some help. I'm going to pop into that breakout room, and just kind of keep an eye on things. You also know when kids are done, and so when to call them back. So that's been really successful. I've also done it where I've made a PowerPoint where each student has their own slide. So my World War II and film class did kind of movie groups, like book groups, where they had to write 2 discussion questions. And so I made one PowerPoint for the whole class. Each kid just found their name. They wrote their discussion questions, and then here they kind of took notes on the discussion when they were in their small groups. And so I could see who was engaging, who had written their questions, and popped around to different small groups in order to get that. So that's how you do it. Again, I wouldn't share this way. I would go to Teams, I would go to Files, and I would upload a new file and get the sharing link that way by clicking next to the icon and hitting copy link. I just haven't had any problems with that, but both would work. So getting the sharing link to kids. I'll show you how I formatted it now. So if you already have your formatting all set, you can turn this off. But if you did want to learn that formatting, I'll show you. So when you open a new slide in PowerPoint, this is the default, right? It does the title in the one box. To change the format, I always you go outside the text box, right click on it, layout. And I like this one, comparison. There's also two content, but comparison is my favorite. And so I would put, breakout room 1, let's say I would put question and then maybe answer, whatever it may be. But you can see that's just really ugly. It's hard to kind of know what belongs with what. So for formatting, to give those hard edges, I want to center it. It's up here. So make sure you're on the home ribbon, click on home. And then over here, there are these little icons. And so it's this middle one with the pen. And you want to click the down arrow and you can pick a color. And then it clicks on it, already does it. You can also pick a weighting, meaning how thick the line is. So if you want it to be like super bold, you can do it that way. So that's this icon, right? Again, home, right here in the middle, this little pen icon next to quick styles. And you could also change the color if you wanted it to be a really important box, you can make it like that. And so you just click in each box and you can set that formatting. So I want this one to be black. I want this one to have much more normal weighting. Kind of got covered up a little bit because of the red one, but it would. And once you've set your style, like I want all of these to have black and have that thin weighting, you can just click in the box and then click on the pen. But then it has these nice boxes that kids kind of contain their answers, it contains my words, and it's easier for readers to comprehend and absorb the information when there's a hard edge to it. So you can play with your formatting, but to get those nice boxes, it's this tool right here. So if you have any questions, of course, you can email me and I'm happy to walk you through the process. Thank you.